Well, our goal in the city of Boise is to be the most livable city in the country.
I think that everybody in Boise would agree that we want to build a city and a community that's lasting, innovative, and vibrant.
That's kind of the real key to sustainability is everyone feels like they want to leave the place better than they found it.
Boise has always been a place where people care about each other, care about the environment, making sure that they're leaving something better for their kids and their grandkids.
When we say sustainability, we're talking about the environment, economic development, and community. On something like energy reduction, it's not only is it going to save money, it's going to reduce our energy use, which reduces the need for production of energy. It just makes a whole lot of sense. And oh, by the way, we're going to save taxpayer money, which is, that's a pretty cool story to tell.
Lasting, innovative, and vibrant. I want to live in a place that's like that, and that is a great foundation to build from. It's inspiring.
The river really is it's the lifeblood of the city.
The first people that came to this city came because there was water and there were great resources. People continue to come here because of that.
This is a gold standard for an urban river. You're not going to find a better looking river. Fishing, recreation, boarding, it's all there on the Boise, and so we try to take steps to support all of that.
The Greenbelt is just like it's a huge source of pride for the city, for everyone that lives here. And people love that and they feel like they own it. If I had my wish list, I would say, please just keep working to find ways to protect open space and acquire more open space.
So our environmental education program is really focused on two primary things. One is what can all the citizens do on a very simple level that we can get them engaged in? And then how do we get our youth to understand and appreciate this amazing system that we have, whether it's the Boise River, whether it's the foothills and the open space. So we do that through the watershed, we do that through the Foothills Learning Center, we do that through the BUGS program, the Boise Urban Garden School.
Reusing existing stock is much more sustainable and healthy for a community than tearing down and building new. It also creates a diversity that makes for a much more interesting place.
The Oahe is a great example actually because Clay worked with the city and he worked with Capital City Development Corporation. So he tapped into the geothermal system, which makes his energy much more efficient and saves money in the long run. He worked with Urban Renewal to save the front of the building, and it means that for eternity, Boise citizens will have this beautiful gem of a building downtown.
If the city makes it easy to do the right thing, then you're going to gravitate towards doing the right thing.
When you save energy, you save money. And my calculators are showing that anywhere from like a 30 to 40% ROI on the money invested with like a 2-year payback.
On energy, fundamentally what we're trying to get our arms around is what is it that we're using? The little things add up. And one of the things we're seeing in a lot of our facilities is stuff like computer usage. People not turning off their computers, they stay on all weekend. If we can get our arms around those little things, it's amazing how much that adds up.
Boise's been looking at environmental issues for a long time. One of the easiest things has been to change our lights to LED that are more energy efficient.
As a business, our focus being waste, we think a lot about what goes in the trash can and the energy that we're using. Do we need that extra refrigerator? And that mentality on a very small level then has a macro effect that allows the business to operate.
We're always going to have stuff to recycle. We now have the capability to sort all of the commingled materials that are collected for recycling here in the Treasure Valley. So there's a real savings there for the residents and businesses here in the Treasure Valley and Boise City. Without these collection programs, those markets are going to go untapped.
Getting land use right means getting transportation right and making them work together in a way that really serves people.
So many cities around the world at this point have bike share programs. The program's making us think about how our residents move around and how we connect with the university and the hospital and where we want people to move on a daily basis. The other fun part about this program is it's making us think about visitors in Boise and what we want them to see and how we want them to experience our city.
The city of Boise's effort to provide leadership around foothills conservation. It sets the stage for creating the opportunity to connect with nature that in some towns and cities is only a dream.
Well, you only get one chance to make a first impression. We were looking for opportunities to bring more local businesses into the airport, so that way the Boise Airport is more reflective of our community.
We would like to create green turnkey development where we have sustainable infrastructure in place. So for those companies that hold sustainability as a high priority, we can say to them, come to Boise, Idaho. The Central Addition Live District is our green lab for the city and local residents and business to test out sustainable practices and measure their success, where we're going to try these different techniques, and if they work, it's like, okay, well, let's do that citywide. That makes sense.
Live districts really are those innovation campuses. This is the place that we can try something.
We know what's right. We know what to do. How do we make that happen? That's the big question.
Someone told me one time, when you're working on something that's really challenging, if it was easy, it had been done a long time ago.